What if I told you the real reason so many people over 60 start to feel foggy, tired, and emotionally flat isn't their age, their diet, or even their heart? It's something no one talks about, but it's silently shortening lives, stealing joy, and making millions of older adults feel invisible. And here's the shocking part. Reigniting this one part of your life could boost your brain health, improve your sleep, strengthen your immunity, and even make you feel young again. It's not a pill. It's not a workout. And yes, it might make you blush a little. Stay with me, because once you understand this secret, you'll never see aging the same way again. Have you ever looked around and wondered why so many strong, active people, folks who seem full of life, suddenly start to fade in their 70s and often don't make it past 82? It's not always heart disease, not cancer, not even falls. The real reason is quieter, less talked about, and, surprisingly, far more dangerous in the long run. Let me take you back to a conversation I once had with a man named Arthur. He was 74, sharp-minded, with a quick sense of humor. He told me, "I don't feel sick, Doc, just dimmed, like someone turned down the light inside me." That moment stuck with me, because I've seen this pattern over and over again, not just as a story, but in decades of work with thousands of older adults. And what I found is this: the true key to long life isn't just in managing cholesterol or blood pressure. It's not about supplements, perfect diets, or endless cardio. It's something much more human. We're talking about the loss of connection with physical pleasure and how that subtle, silent withdrawal can quietly drain your health, your mood, and your very will to live. It's an epidemic no one wants to admit, but it's happening all around us. In quiet offices and retirement homes, I've seen the same look in people's eyes, a quiet sadness, a sense of this part of life is over now. But here's the truth: it's not over, not even close. And if you stick with me, I'll show you how reconnecting with this vital part of yourself can spark a level of energy, clarity, and emotional balance you may not have felt in years. Because it's not just about pleasure, it's about your brain, your hormones, your immunity, and your joy. In the next part, we'll dive into how this disconnect begins and what it's really doing to your body over time. As we get older, certain changes are expected. Slower walking, more wrinkles, less energy. We accept these as just part of aging. But there's one change that sneaks in quietly, stealing vitality in a way that's harder to spot. It's the slow disconnection from physical pleasure, especially sexual pleasure. Now, people don't talk about this much, especially past a certain age. It's whispered about, avoided, or brushed aside as inappropriate. But I'll tell you something I've seen time and again. When older adults stop engaging with their bodies in a joyful, intimate way, a gradual but real decline begins. Why? Because your body is like a garden. It needs tending. When physical pleasure fades away, so does blood flow, hormone production, and nerve sensitivity. Even your immune system takes a hit. For example, I once worked with a woman named Joyce, 69. She was healthy on paper, normal labs, no major complaints. But she felt lifeless. After some gentle conversation, she admitted she hadn't experienced physical affection, not even a hug, in over a year. "I didn't think it mattered anymore," she said. But it did matter. Within a few weeks of simple touch therapy and body awareness exercises, her mood lifted. Her sleep improved. Her blood pressure dropped. The body wants to feel alive, and that includes pleasure. Whether shared with a partner or experienced alone, this kind of connection sends signals through your entire system. I am still here. I am still vital. Hormones like testosterone and oxytocin get released. Stress melts away. Brain function improves. Yet, so many people give up on it. Not because they want to, but because they've been told, directly or indirectly, that they're too old for that. But let me ask you this. If your heart still beats, your lungs still breathe, your mind still dreams, why should this part of life be put in the attic? Next, we'll explore the science behind solitary pleasure and how it could actually be one of the most powerful tools for keeping your mind sharp and your body youthful. You might be surprised to hear this, but masturbation is one of the most powerful longevity tools available to older adults. I know, just saying the word might feel a little strange. But let's take a deep breath and look at the science with clear eyes and open hearts. Studies now show that sexual stimulation, yes, even alone, has powerful effects on brain function, hormonal health, and physical vitality. When someone engages in this kind of self-pleasure, blood rushes to the brain, the heart, and other vital organs. That circulation nourishes tissues and prevents deterioration. It stimulates the production of testosterone, endorphins, and oxytocin, all hormones tied to strength, sleep, and emotional well-being. Even more fascinating, recent neuroimaging studies show that sexual pleasure lights up multiple brain regions tied to memory, creativity, and emotional regulation. In other words, it keeps your brain young. I once had a client named Russell, 72 years old, widowed, and deeply lonely. He'd gone years without intimacy, but after gentle encouragement and education, he reconnected with his own physicality. Within months, he reported feeling more present and even started painting again, something he hadn't done since his 40s. He wasn't just feeling better physically, he was reconnecting with joy. And let's be clear, this isn't just about sex. It's about reclaiming ownership of your body, about saying, I'm still here and I still matter. It's about healing decades of shame that may have been passed down silently by a culture that taught us to feel guilty about what is, in truth, a sacred and human part of life. In the final part, we'll expose the 3 most dangerous myths about aging and physical pleasure, and give you the practical first steps to reignite this part of your vitality, no matter your age or past. Let's talk about the 3 biggest myths that steal vitality from older adults, quietly but completely. Myth number 1, I'm too old for this. This one is so common, it hurts to hear. But the truth is, your body doesn't stop craving connection just because you hit 60, 70, or 80. That desire may shift in form, but it doesn't disappear. In fact, denying it often causes more harm than good. I've seen people rediscover their spark in their late 70s and thrive in ways their younger selves would envy. Myth number 2, doing it alone is shameful. So many were raised to believe self-pleasure was wrong or inappropriate. That shame runs deep, but your body is yours. Touching it, caring for it, honoring it, it's not shameful. It's healing. Myth number 3, sexual health is separate from overall health. Nothing could be further from a truth. Your sexual energy is tied to your brain, hormones, immune system, even your heart. Nurturing it isn't a luxury. It's essential. I once met Clara, age 78, who told me, I thought that part of me had died. But after guided exercises and some very honest conversations, she started to reclaim that connection. She started walking daily, changed her diet, and joined a local poetry group. I feel like myself again, she told me, beaming. So where do you start? Start with awareness, with permission, with gentleness. Your body may need a little more time and kindness, but it's still full of life. And when you reconnect with it, you're not just finding pleasure, you're finding vitality, memory, confidence, even joy. Because here's the truth, it's never too late to feel fully alive.